kindergarten. Today we are going to get to paint. So that means we need to learn how to take care of our clothes by putting on our painting aprons. So we only use our aprons when we are painting with messy tempera paint. And what we do is when I call your table, you just come over and grab an apron. You don't need to untie it or anything, they're already tied. All you need to do is slip the apron on over your head like this. And then if you look closely on the sides of the apron, there's two little pieces of Velcro like that. So Velcro sticks together and comes apart like that. So you'll find those two pieces, you'll just take them behind your backs and you'll stick those pieces of Velcro together so that your apron is on you, and it will protect your clothes from getting paint on them. To take it off, you just pull at the strings, take it off your head, and set it back on one of the hooks up here. And that's how we wear our aprons. Okay, so we're ready to paint with our clothes. Now, what we're gonna need is, we're gonna have paints at our table. We're gonna need a piece of paper to paint on. We're going to need a paper towel. We'll have a jug of water and our paintbrush. So to paint with our paintbrush, we hold it on the silver part, and then when we paint, we always pull. We don't push. So I don't want to mess up my brush hairs. So whenever I put paint on my brush, I'm going to pull the paint. I'm not going to push it that way because that messes up my brush hairs. So we always pull. And here's the process for painting. So these are called tempera paints. They are all these nice beautiful colors, and we want them to stay those nice beautiful colors. So when we dip our brush in, I only need to get paint on the tip of my brush. I don't need paint all the way up here, and I don't need to swirl it around. I just need to dip it. I'm not trying to paint the tray. I just want to put paint on my brush. So I just dip it in. And once I have a little bit of paint on my brush, I can start to paint. And I'm always pulling. Okay, I started to run out of paint. What do I need to do? I need to get some more. So if I want to use the same color, I can just go back in and get the same color. And then I can keep painting. Now let's say I want to get a different color. Well, I have to clean my brush off first. So what I will do is with the water jug, I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to gently tap, 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 tap on the bottom of my jug. This is going to clean my brush out. So now he's clean, but not dry. We need him to be dry. So I need to take my paper towel and I need to pinch him in the paper towel to dry him off. You can check and see if he's dry by touching the back of your hand. If it doesn't feel wet anymore, then you're good to get a new color. Let's say maybe I want to put some pink on my brush. I just put it on the tip, and then I can start to paint. When I need to switch colors, what's the first thing I do? If you said tap, tap, tap at the bottom of your water jug, you are correct. Now, everybody's going to be sharing the water jugs. You'll have two at your table, so you just use whichever one's closest to you. Tap, 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 tap. Take the paintbrush out, and what I like to do is I like to scrape it right on the side just to get any extra water off. All right, I can stick it in the paint, right? If you told me no, good job. I have to dry him first. So I'll take my paper towel, give him a little pinch, pinch, pinch. Test it. Okay, he's dry. I'm ready for my next color. And then I can paint away. So for my painting today, we talked about all sorts of different types of lines, and we are going to get to create lines on our paper. So we can include all sorts of different lines in all sorts of different colors. Some lines could be zigzags, some lines can be wavy. Lines can be straight, lines can be broken. We're just gonna fill up our whole paper with lots of different types of lines. Remember to follow the painting rules we just learned about by washing and drying our brush before we switch colors. And we can fill our whole paper with different lines. When I'm all done painting, my brush, I just leave it in the water like this, like he's taking a bath. He's just gonna hang out in the water and I'm gonna leave him there. My paper towel is trash now. I'll throw that away. And then Miss Santellin will pick up the paint trays for me. So I don't need to move these. I will come and get those for you. The last thing when we're done painting is our artwork's gonna go on the drying rack. So I've brought my wet painting over here to the drying rack and I need to slide it on. Now if my painting's really big like this, it doesn't fit. I have to turn it so that it's long ways like this. And then I have to look and make sure that I'm not putting it on top of somebody else's. So there's already an artwork here, so I wouldn't want to put it right there because that's gonna get stuck. But this spot right here, this is empty. There's no artwork here. So I just come to the corner of my drying rack. I'm just gonna slide it on from the corner, get it in place, and then my artwork's on the drying rack and I'm good to go.